Hello and welcome to Buddhist Door Global's weekly news highlight. I'm Dr. Justin Whitaker, Senior Correspondent for BDG. This week we highlight the news that building has begun on the Dalai Lama Library and Learning Center in Ithaca, New York. We'll look back at recent BDG coverage of the center, but first this news. Buddhist monks alongside local officials and supporters from Namgyal Monastery Institute of Buddhist Studies broke ground on 29th of April on the new Dalai Lama Library and Learning Center in Ithaca, New York. The center will house the complete written works of the current Dalai Lama, as well as works from all previous Dalai Lamas. According to local media, the new Library and Learning Center will enhance the monastery's status as a destination for the global Buddhist community. The Dalai Lama chose the site during a visit in 2016. Namgyal Monastery is His Holiness's North American seat. The project has attracted some $5 million in funding from supporters around the world after launching an appeal last June. Along with the library, the center will host a museum dedicated primarily to the life and activities of the current Dalai Lama. However, artifacts depicting the history of the Buddhism in India and Tibet will also be exhibited. Venerable Tenzin Chosang, president of Namgyal Monastery, said that, quote, "The Library and Learning Center will preserve the teachings of His Holiness and continue his work." He added that when complete, the center will total more than 836 square meters of space. It will hold the complete collection of the works of Indian and Tibetan Buddhist masters, as well as copies of all 127 books written by His Holiness. The library will hold an audio archive of some 40,000 hours of the Dalai Lama's teachings as well. Both the library and museum materials will be actively discussed and used in conferences and seminars conducted at Namgyal. According to the center's website, the vision for the library and museum is to offer a, quote, transformational hub of compassionate and humane education to help unify our increasingly divided world. The center will also house an academic wing where people will be able to study Tibetan culture and religious history, including performing arts, artwork, philosophy, and literature. Most importantly, there will be places where large and small groups of people will discuss and learn from each other, said Chosang, as well as places where individuals can study or reflect in silence. The ceremony on April 29th featured golden shovels arranged before a backdrop of an already leveled construction site. Display boards on the grounds showed artistic renderings of buildings to come. Members of the monastery performed a Tibetan cultural program featuring singing, dancing, and hot tea and sweet rice. The program highlighted the center's role in preserving Tibetan culture, along with its resources on Tibetan Buddhism. Sonam Wangchuk, a monk at the monastery, said he felt blessed and lucky to be in attendance on the special day. Wangchuk added that the library would preserve His Holiness's teachings of inner values such as compassion, love, forgiveness, tolerance, and self-discipline. Last June, BDC announced the initial plans to build the library, learning center, and museum, noting that alongside the library, the planned two-story building is to include an exhibition space, a reading room, and events hall for up to 250 people, a meeting room, an office, and storage space. The Dalai Lama Library and Learning Center will also house the works of the Mind and Life Institute, an organization that aims to support the ongoing dialogue between Buddhism and science. The construction will help deepen the role of Buddhism in North America and beyond, and will facilitate greater dialogue between Tibetan community and Westerners. We at BDG look forward to the center's opening and upcoming events and educational opportunities. As always, we will have links to this week's main news and recent coverage of the new Dalai Lama Library and Learning Center in the video description. Use the comments below to tell us what you think about the Dalai Lama Learning Center and the expansion of Tibetan Buddhism in America. And as always, be sure to check out our website, buddhistdoor.net, for more on this story, as well as other news and features about Buddhism around the world.